I got a new screwdriver and I thought I'd make a video about it. Why not? So this is an electric screwdriver, not like a drill screwdriver. It's for screwing. It's not for driving screws in. Um, yeah, and I got it today. It's a Sequre. That's how apparently it's pronounced. Sequre or Sequre ES126. I got it off like Banggood or the other one, AliExpress. I can't remember which one now. Arrived today and it's pretty good. But I've actually already got one of these electric screwdrivers, which is rolling around. Stop it. I have this as a wow stick. I've had this for a couple of years, and I guess you're wondering why I now have two. So I've used this for a while. I actually really like it. Two problems is it has micro USB, which is basically, the devil. This is USB-C on the end of it. And also it hasn't got very much torque. It's actually quite weak. So it's good for driving screws into things that don't give much resistance, but for slightly harder, screwy things, it don't do the do. This one does. It's got tons more torque. I think by the documentation, I think like twice the torque, maybe more. Either way, it's noticeably more powerful. They're both really good. This one, get out of the way. So, yeah, it's really good. It's got some fun tricks. So, for a start, it has a screen on it. Oh, it says low power. I've not charged it. Amazing. But yeah, it should be... Will it work? No, yeah, it will still work. Amazing. So yeah, you have two buttons and a screen. You'd think this would be up and down or back and forward or whatever, but it's not. So basically, you hold it down and you start to move your wrist in the direction you want it to screw, and you feel it click in, and it starts screwing in that direction. It actually takes no time at all to get used to, and it's really nice. It's a bit of a weird, sounds like a gimmick, but it's pretty cool. And the two buttons are basically just do the spin, and the other one is do the spin, but with lights this time. You can also triple press, which I haven't got down. 1, 2, 3. There you go. Which gets you into settable 1, 2, 3 torque mode. So 1 being the strongest, 4 being the weakest, I think, and then A being an angle-based thing. P, I have no idea. But yeah, I leave it on 1 the entire time, and it's got a lot of chooch. It's very good. Sorry, it's very dusty in here. So compared to this guy, how are they different? Well, besides the fact that this is long and prettier, noisier, I guess. The light's always on. This you get a choice of having the light off if you want the light off, I suppose. It's also much quieter. I've got a 3D printer going in the background, so you might not be able to hear it anyway, but those are two things. I mean, one costs more than the other. A WoW stick's pretty cheap nowadays. I got mine back when they were expensive, so actually these cost me about the same. But I think nowadays you can get a WoW stick for like £30. It comes with a whole bunch of bits, a whole ton of them. Let me quickly show you. So I've got this little custom 3D printed guy that I've melted with a soldering iron because, I'm an idiot. Originally it comes in this sort of weird system with these tubes. I've thrown it away because it's utter rubbish, and I put it in here because the tubes don't work. It's sort of like you slide it out of a tube and they sit in these little carousel things down a tube, and it's very, very inconvenient. This is much more convenient. Comes with a whole bunch of bits as well, and this one also comes with bits, but in this nice box. It has fewer, but you do get this standalone little aluminium screwdriver thing, which is pretty cool. And this just holds closed with magnets, and it's much more practical, so that comes with it. And yeah, that's kind of all of it, really. Like, they're both good. These are still pretty good. I would recommend a WoW stick. They are actually decent. It looks like the kind of thing that would break. I don't treat my things particularly well. I'm hard on the things I own, and this has never broken, and I expected it to, but it really hasn't. It's got scratches and dings all over it, which don't really show up on camera, but trust me, they're there. It's held up really well. $30, it's pretty good. If you've got a bit more money to spend, this is kind of... Stop it. There we go. This is kind of better overall, I suppose. USB-C is great. The battery life is pretty good. It's ridiculously solid. It feels expensive, like it will last forever. All made out of milled, I think, steel. Very sort of heavy and heavy-duty feeling. This does definitely feel cheaper. In fact, deceptively so. This doesn't feel cheap, but it doesn't feel like a tool. And it's actually performed much better than you'd expect for the amount of time I've had it. So actually, I can totally recommend this. So if you don't need extra torque for driving in slightly harder screws, get one of these for 30 quid. They're pretty nuts. And if you do want the extra torque for driving in, screws, I guess, then get this one. There you go. It's a video about screwdrivers. I hope you enjoyed it. It's a video about screwdrivers. Electric ones. We live in the future. Imagine that. Anyway, I'm going. Bye.